The European Enlightenment of the 15th and 16th century Europe was a dramatic time. The story that wound up being told was that human beings had finally come to their senses, followed the evidence where it was going to lead, and produce a new society that was free from the influence of the Dark Ages, where people relied on authority, religious and otherwise, to try to order the world and to save the world. That had failed terribly, and so now the Enlightenment was going to take over, and humans, on the basis of their reason, were going to establish a whole new world, a new order in human existence that was going to make sure that everybody would be free to realize their full potential and to bring about a world that would realize, genuine renewal. That story had several attempts to make that a reality. The most successful of those, of course, is the American experiment. And in the Enlightenment, God is not necessarily ruled out, but God is set aside to the religious sphere of life. He's resigned there so that human beings are set free in order to pursue the tackling of the real tough issues of life and solving the problems and saving the world from the mess that it's in. Everything that went before it was the Dark Ages. Everything that went before the Enlightenment, this new European Enlightenment, was oppressive and keeping human beings from realizing their full potential. Now that the Enlightenment and humanity's been enlightened, we're free from all those things in order to pursue, the best course and to ultimately save ourselves. Of course, there's a lot of people who, in that effort, have realized it's not all it's cracked up to be and have given into, we just have to make the best of it as it is and as it stands now. All the damage from the Dark Ages and the prehistory and all the rest of that stuff, all of that's simply, made too big a mess for us to fix completely. Now, in contrast to that, there is a rival story. A rival enlightenment. When John wrote his gospel, he said that the true light that enlightens the world was breaking in the person of someone named Jesus. Jesus of Nazareth. Now, Israel and the story they told had spoken for a long time that God would come to the rescue of his creation, and that through some climactic event that would bring liberation to humanity, he would save the world. Christians believed, and the apostles that wrote, the Gospels believed that Jesus and his death on a cross and resurrection from the dead in particular were the climactic moment that would set the world free to become everything that it was meant to be, everything that God intended when he created humanity in the first place. So, to be a Christian means to embrace not the enlightenment of Europe, but to embrace the enlightenment of Jesus, and to become then the light of the world. Hope you'll join me as we try to pursue this thought a little bit and how it has ramifications for our society today in America and the world. Please stick with me. This is Stifling Jesus is my website, is my YouTube channel. Please join me on this journey. Thank you.